All right, we've put my website and my web page up here. By the way, a web page is www, which is World Wide Web, .energyrus.com. So if anybody else knows to put that first, right? Or should I add it on there?
Yeah.
You'll know.
All right. Anyway, we're going to go into how big these bottles are. They're 2 ounces. The 2-ounce bottles, depending on how often you have to use them. But if you use them 2 sprays every 4 hours, they will last approximately 5 to 6 weeks. Justin has them for sale in his wellness center, and I believe he sells them for just under $35, and which is a bargain for what they do. Some health food stores in Las Vegas, Siemens was one of them that sold them that I knew of back in the 90s. They may still carry them, but then they were selling them for $60. Yes, they're very, other people sell them for a lot more, but Justin's making them available to people that it's affordable. And the creams and the gels, this is the 1 ounce from the Skinergy, and it's $30 for an ounce. It's $50 for 2 ounces. And the 911 gel is $40 for the 2 ounces. And they do great. That gel goes a long way. If you put that gel on something after you get out of a shower, it just goes forever. This jar can last you months. So that's really good.
So the one is the 1 ounce and then the 2 ounce.
2 ounce, and the gel comes in 2 ounces. Skinergy can come in 2 ounces or 1 ounce. It's just a little bit more affordable than 1 ounce. And it does last a long time. And you can use that Skinergy with the Life Force and Snurf if you have kinds of skin cancers. I've used it on a friend that had, I don't know what you call this, the black skin cancer. It's just really bad. And it's like leather, and it's big. It'll cover your whole body. I can't remember what they call that. But he used it, he had it everywhere. He had very little normal skin left when he came to me. And something like that, I really advise people, depending on how long you've had your result, it really will depend on how much time. These take time, like anything else, it takes time. And if you've already gone through
consistency too.
Exactly. And if you've been diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma, is big out here. I'm surprised at how many people in this town have non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And it's such a rare, not rare, but it's not a common cancer. It's uncommon to find 20 people in Las Vegas
It's getting
with it.
common.
Yeah, and it's in the atmosphere. I was told that electromagnetic fields, the satellites that we use for our technology, are creating such a disturbance within our own energy anatomy. It's energy coming down, affecting your energy. So back in the past, those little nutcases we saw walking around with those tinfoil hats, they really were onto something. They didn't want all this stuff bombarding them. And it turns out that these electromagnetic fields, EMFs, do exactly that. There used to be a big flyer, one of my guys that told me about this, had a big flyer that said, the electromagnetic monster is loose. And this is back in the 90s. Now we're going into 5G, which has been proven to cause cancer. And kids are being exposed to this. They're on their cell phones all the time. They're playing video games. This stuff is coming into them. There was a test that I read in the New York Times back in '93. I won't forget it. The first real connection to energy and disease for me was an article in their health section that was about a man in Washington State winning his case, proving that his type of work, he was an electrician, where he had to walk between those big, in a room with those great big, what do they call
Transformers?
Transformers. And they would arc, they would arc through his body when he was going in there to fix them. And he got cancer from that job, and he knew he got cancer from that job, but he had to prove it. Now we know that causes cancer. Then they didn't. So I said, how did he go to a court and prove to a jury that doesn't know anything about this stuff? How did they present this to a layperson like me or you and make them understand this is what caused it? And he took in scientists, 3. He took in doctors in this field to explain to the jury how the electromagnetic energy of the body is being affected by this negative electromagnetic energy produced by man. It's making a change in us. It's increasing the kinds of cancers we have in families that never had it. It's increasing cancers in children, animals. I mean, you just can't get away from it. You cannot live in the Amazon and get away from it. You're going to be bombarded because those are in the satellites. And they're coming down on us, no matter where you live. And your technology produces it. These will reverse that effect.
I think that the antennas for these phones and everything.
Cell towers, yeah.
And the great big lines of electricity that they are putting around through the valley.
Absolutely.
Don't ever buy a house close to any of these things.
Remember, back in the 90s in California, there was a block of doctors. They all lived on the same block. And it was big news headlines. Every one of them moved when the power company came and put transformers in their backyards. Remember that?
That's right.
People our age remember that.
Yep.
But this new generation, they don't know. They're so used to this. And nobody's saying anything negative now because everybody's using them. Back in the 90s, you're lucky if you had 3,000 people using them. There was hardly anybody in the early 90s. You had those great big phones, remember? Oh, wow, look at him. He's got a cell phone, and now we got them the size of a card, It's amazing how technology has developed. I love it, and I can't do without it. As this is being produced on what I love. But these will literally help you reverse that energy effect that's causing these results. These lights, by the way, my doctor, when I was waiting for the knee surgery, I had my knee almost cut through, and I had trouble about 3 years after the accident. I was in the waiting room under one of these lights for 8 hours, emergency, 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 and I kept getting put back further and further. 8 hours go by, and I'm so sick. I had a migraine so bad, I thought, well, because I didn't eat. And the doctor came and said, no, it's just those lights. And I thought, what? This is before I knew about the formula. At the ends of these lights, another guy, in '93, came to the office, and we closed all the drapes, blackout drapes. He pulled out this light, it's like a black light, and he turned the lights off. And from the ends where these bulbs are connecting, like rain, it's like rain coming out of them. And he said, women that sit under these, been proven, increase in breast cancer. Men that sit under them, increase in prostate cancer.
Boy.
They are proven to cause cancer. There's a simple little remedy, and I don't know what's called, but it's a real thin little piece of metal that can hook up underneath where that connects. It's like a little horseshoe, and it stops that from coming out. So if you know somebody that sits in an office or works around those,
fluorescent light you're talking about. Fluorescent.
So if you know somebody that sits under those and starts having headaches or starts having other problems, let them know. Let them know. But I use these because from what I've read and from what the scientist has explained to me, they will reverse the effects of all those energies because we're dealing with energy. Those effects have everything to do with our energy. And our energy has everything to do with our result. These don't approach the result. They're not a physical remedy. They only approach and address the energy anatomy. Just like the essential oils. You might put them on topically, but they don't work topically. They work inside of you. They work in your energy anatomy.
They're absorbed in the cells.
That's right. Now these go further back. These go backwards in that anatomy. So this result on this molecule is what the essential oils work on, and they do a great job. But this one and this one and this one that created this are the ones these work on. So when you use essential oils with these, the result is fabulous. I can't even tell you how good they are. I use essential oils. My nieces used the essential. They were brought up on these. When they were born in Vegas, they were all born in Vegas. Some of them were born in Tonopah. But they've used these formulas when they were little. The allergy sprays, the cold and flu remedies, bacteria and virus, on cuts, on infections, on cold, on flu. It's just amazing what they can do. And so from my results, I talk to people about this because of it. And if you want to try them, give them a shot. They're here at the Pahrump Wellness Center. If you need something in particular, let Justin know or let Ashley know and they'll contact me. I'll have it up here in an hour. I keep a bunch of them available. So if you need something for plaque, I've got it. If you need something for arthritis results, I've got it. I've got the ligaments and joints for pain. And again, these help you heal quicker. They get rid of what's causing what's wrong with you. So if you reverse what's causing it, you know, it doesn't exist. You know, so anyway, I hope I covered a lot. And yes, Anthony?
Question. People that are going to be watching this from all around the world, if they go to your email, you could get the product shipped to them?
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
good.
I will charge shipping only. And yeah. So and it will be the same price that Justin sells them for.
Okay.
So, yeah. Any other questions?
Terrific.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good.
Thank
Well,
you
if
so
there's
much.
anything else I can
Great.
help you with, I've got literature available. I've shown you the books that you can order that will help you relate a little bit better. And don't forget Anthony's book.
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
seems to me
and-
like you should have a video that you can sell to people. Because you talked about one-to-one takes so much time
It
to do what you have done for us today.
It does, it does.
And
Well, they're gonna post this on the internet so she
I
can reach a
know,
lot of
but that
people.
internet will go to who is able to get it.
You know, and you're right, but
I-
the word sell does something to me. I think when, this is about, literally, this is about helping people. I could actually say, let's sell these for a lot more money, and a lot of people would pay that, but a lot of people couldn't. So the whole premise is to reach
Yeah.
people
Yeah.
that really need help.
My purpose is mainly to get the information to them because I have a son who can't be here today. I wish he could. He doesn't live in this state. And is he going to be able to go on the internet
Yes.
and watch this?
Yes, what was the
Program.
internet website again, Anthony?
Okay, on YouTube, it's Anthony Greco Majestic Eagle. On Facebook, just go to Godfather Vegas and you could follow that and there'll be more videos. Hopefully we do this often and
Yeah,
we'll just keep putting new stuff up.
Yeah.
Okay, can you repeat those or do you
Sure,
want to
I'm
end this?
gonna shut this off
Yeah.
now.